Why you should never have an off-the-record discussion with your HR department when filing an ERISA disability claim for short or long-term disability benefits. The short-term disability claims process from beginning to end is an adversarial process, particularly if your employer is the one who is self-funding your short-term disability benefits. That means that your employer is paying every penny of your short-term disability benefits. You know your employer. Do you think that they really want to pay you benefits or pay all that's due when it comes out of their pocket? Your employer may have hired a third-party administrator to handle your claim, despite the fact that your employer is deciding whether or not you get the benefits. They're the administrator of the claim. So neither your employer or the third-party claims administrator are really in the business of paying legitimate claims, and the sooner that you understand that, the better. They've hired the claims administrator to help deny the claim. Got it? Now, what should you do if your HR department wants to have an off-the-record discussion with you? Be careful. You may have to file your claim with the HR department or through that third-party administrator. Neither are your friend, and I assure you that there are going to be notes taken about this conversation, and I can assure you that it won't be complete or accurate. So don't forget that your employer is communicating with that third-party administrator, and they're communicating back and forth, and they have access to each other's file about your claim. If your HR department wants to speak with you, you should tell them that all communications should be in writing. So there's no confusion, there's no issue about who said what, there's no issue about what you told them, and in fact, you should, in my view, make sure that if you're going to get a call from them, particularly like the employer nurse, that you again be very careful. They may want to know what your doctor said about your treatment, your ability to work, and even a return to work date. While they may tell you that they're there for you, that they have your best interests at heart, or that they can expedite the process if you would just confirm this or that. Again, I think that's dangerous. I think that all communications should be in writing so that you have an opportunity to be thoughtful about your response. And don't ask to have an off-the-record discussion so you can tell them about the problems with your supervisor, which will come back to bite you, problems you're having with your family, your financial situation, how you're really disabled, and how you would never file a claim if you could work, or how you really want to work. If your employer is not accommodating you, I wouldn't necessarily make that the highlight of your discussions, but I would certainly have it noted, because everything you say is part of your claim file, and there really is no such thing as an off-the-record discussion. Let's talk about this in a little bit of detail. Your employer, as I said, may have hired a third-party administrator to administer the claim. And one of the ultimate issues is going to be, are they going to keep you? Are they not going to keep you? Are they going to accommodate you? Are they not going to accommodate you? That can be important for lots of reasons, including whether or not you're going to get terminated, whether or not you're going to be put on a leave, whether or not the employer actually has a duty to accommodate you or not. And that becomes important, by the way, in a long-term disability claim. As you go from short to long-term disability, some policies or plans say that if your employer can't accommodate your restrictions, too bad, so sad, they don't owe you benefits because they think you can work, they meaning the carrier, within your restrictions and limitations. So these discussions have a broader impact than just your short-term disability claim. These discussions can impact what happens in your long-term disability claim. If you have any questions about your rights to ERISA short or long-term disability benefits, or how to communicate with your employer, the HR department, or the disability carrier or plan administrator, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.